Well, hello, crazy stampers. Have you missed me? Because I've missed you. I've missed being in my craft room. Ooh, I'm going to put these down so you don't see what the cards look like. Because I'm filming this after I filmed the other part of the video. So this is my intro. I always do the intro and I do an ending, but I'm not going to do it this time, okay? So you're just going to have to deal with it. Oh my goodness, I feel like you shouldn't see this part. I'm just going to go and turn the camera like this, okay? So I have had an awesome summer. Last week I went to a country concert with the Ken Peltier Band here in Alaska. He's amazing. And oh my goodness, his voice is, oh. You can get some of his songs on iTunes too, so you got to check him out. They're great. He's a country singer and just classic country voice. Not altered at all, so seeing him live is amazing. So every time we know that he's going to be playing for a big name artist or anything like that, we go. Anytime, even when he's not, you go, you just go. He's very famous here in Alaska. It's the Ken Peltier Band. Go on iTunes and check it out. I was inspired by that, so I made this card using the Country Living. And while I was making the card, I was FaceTiming my friend, and she was like, "What are you making?" And I'm like, "Oh, look it." And she saw the truck, and she said, "Oh my goodness, my husband would love this truck. It's so old-timey. He loves old-timey things." And so I said, "Oh, wouldn't that be funny?" Okay, well, I'm going to put roosters on it because I think it's funny that you guys built this huge, elaborate chicken coop, and you bought all these chickens, and like 3 or 4 of them are roosters. They found out that they were roosters. So I thought that using this wood words was just perfect. It goes really well with this stamp set. Anyways, this one is the rooster. So I used the rooster and I think I still have ink on there. That's what the red is. It's not blood, I promise. I wasn't, I didn't cut myself or anything. This is a star that I used on the rooster and the for you on there. And I really like, I'm going to try and use, I've been forcing myself, I buy stamp sets because I think they look awesome. And then I get them and I'm like, oh, they're so pretty. And I end up using a basic formula. I end up making some really cute cards. So I'm really excited for you guys to see this. I used blender pens and a bunch of stuff. You know me, I really like blender pens. Please try them out. Don't give up on them. They're alcohol based. They're just like the other really, really expensive. I will not name them, not naming them, but the blender pens are the Stampin' Up version of these alcohol ink pens. And they're amazing and they're way less expensive. So just so you know, I hope you're enjoying this video. I really liked it. I liked it. I do say so myself. I enjoyed my own video. Actually, I did something new this time. I filmed it really fast. I found like editing was much faster with this. I filmed it super fast. I set it on speed and then I just got rid of any audio and I just spoke over it and it turned out it was so much easier. So hopefully I can get these out like I want to each week for you guys. I just have been really, really enjoying Alaska and the summer that we have. We have to take advantage of it, people. Okay, we don't get all the 4 seasons that you guys get. We get summer and winter. There's no fall, winter, spring, summer. No, we get winter or summer. That's what we get. So we have to take advantage of it. So we've been outside and playing, but I've really enjoyed being back in my craft room. I've missed being in here. Enjoy this video. All right, guys, bye. Okay, guys, the stamp set I used was Country Living, and I used that cute little truck image. This is the Whisper White, and I cut it at 5 1/4 by 4 inches, and Early Espresso is the base of the card. Then I took the Share What You Love some paper from there and I cut it at 5 1/4 by 2 1/8, and So Saffron I used, and Cherry Cobbler. Oh, this is the other stamp set I used as well. And this I used Memento ink, and let's see, what else did I use? I used some blender pens, that's Cherry Cobbler as well for the truck, and then I used this Smoky Slate, the light colored one, and then that was Soft Suede. Light and dark, I believe, is what I used. Then I used crumb cake as well. So let's get started. Here I like to make my own DSP, as you know, so I use the star from that stamp set that I will link up above. There's a So Saffron, and I put the star all over. I love doing my own paper. It's so fun. Just kind of all over. Just random. Just random place. Then I took the rooster and used the cherry cobbler, and I used it from that stamp set again. I will put it up there. And I just put him random. He's so cute. My friend's husband just found out that a couple of their chickens they had are roosters, so I thought this would be a funny card to send him. I've been getting requests to make more masculine cards, and then I'm just going to take this designer series paper and put it on there. Oh, it looks so cute on there. Love it. And I'll just take my snail and nail it down. Snail it down. Get it down there. So cute. Just put it on there like that. Very nice. Okay. Yes, Jackie, you put it on perfectly. And then I'm going to take the designer series paper and nail that down as well. Yeah. Hurry, hurry, Jackie. I sped this up. Okay. Then, now we will get to the fun part. This is a piece of Whisper White, and it is cut at 2.5 by 4. And I'm going to take the, oh, I really sped this up fast, Memento ink and stamp the truck. That way the blender pen, it works better with blender pens, the Memento ink. Go ahead and stamp it. Wow, I really sped this up. I wanted to get it done fast. Okay, so now it's time to use my blender pen. Oh, it looks like I needed to trim it down a little bit. Oh, that's where I came up with the measurements. So I'm using my paper trimmer and just trimming the edges down to get down to that 2.5 by 4. Might even have made this one smaller because I made 2 other cards. I made a green truck and a red truck. And my friend actually really liked the card, so I thought, well, perfect. I'll put roosters on it. Just taking the light cherry cobbler and filling it in. Takes a long time to color. Sometimes I find coloring pretty relaxing, so you just enjoy the coloring. I like to go over it with the light. Always they come in 2 packs, and I like to do the lighter one first, and then I can go back and do the dark one over it. I'm just getting the back there. Try when you're using the blender pens not to go all the way to the edge. Someone else that I was talking to said that when they go over to the edge of it, it tends to bleed. So you don't want to go all the way over to the edge of the image, otherwise you will get that bleeding because it is an alcohol-based card. The other thing is, if you notice, I have a scrap paper or at the grid paper behind it. Oh, dogs are barking. So I have that on behind there just so that it doesn't bleed through on anything else that I may care about, because that's not fun when that happens. It is not fun. No and no. Oh, the dogs are barking. My daughter's home. Stop barking. Going up to the edges. Ooh, it got out of frame a little bit. And then hope this isn't painful for you. I know I've said that before, though. You definitely want to put the paper underneath. I love blender pens. This is one of my favorite things to do, and if you notice, I use them a lot. So after I'm done with this lighter one, I'm going to go in with the dark cherry cobbler. Oh, no, I think I took the... Oh, this is gray. Sorry. This is the light smoky slate, so I'm just going to color in where I think it would be metal. I really like that you can layer with the blender pens, and I can go in darker. I was just showing you that I was using the light smoky slate. And I'm going into the middle of the tires. This is an old timey, and then I took the smoky slate. You can use the smoky slate to shade too if you don't have both of them. I like to buy them in a combo pack, the two colors in a combo pack. So I'm using the dark cherry cobbler, I think. Oh no, the light cherry cobbler. I went over it because you can layer it. So I went over with the light cherry cobbler again and see how you can layer. Layering. Layer, 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 layer. And then I'll go back in and layer again because I wasn't satisfied with it. I thought it looked too pink. I wanted to make sure that it looked a little bit darker. See, I'm still using the light. And do you notice how you can layer on there? You can layer back on and make it look darker, which creates dimension, which is really, really nice. And then I go back in with the dark. I think that's the dark, or is that still the light? No, I went, yeah. This is the light still. I wanted to make it darker. I thought it was too faded, so I went in with the light. So now, I believe I go in with the dark. The dark, yep, that's the dark. So I am using the dark, and I'm just kind of making it a little bit more defined. So that you can do that. You can layer, you can go back and use the darker, make it look more defined. See, I'm going over just where you would think that there might be some shadowing. And then I'm going back over with the light color just to make it so that those lines are less harsh on the image. Now I'm using the soft suede, and I'm using the lighter of the soft suede to do the wood in the back there. Got to have some old-timey cars with some wood on the back. It's a farmer's truck, so we're going to make sure to represent. Okay, so I'm just kind of layering again, and that's the dark soft suede that I'm going over with that. Then I take the crumb cake, and I just want to go ahead and do the box there. I'm not sure why there's a box on there. Maybe someone else would know what the box is there for. And then I went in with just because they don't have a black blender pen, which I don't know why you would want a black blender pen, but I used the Stampin' Right marker, the basic black Stampin' Right marker. And I went in and did the tires, and I just wanted to make sure to keep that white around it. And now I'm taking the Granny Apple Green and going over I'm taking the light Granny Apple Green and going over, and I made a smudge. See, I pointed it out, so I just wanted to go over it with some more Granny Apple Green, but this is the dark Granny Apple Green, just to create, again, some dimension with that. So fun. I love coloring. This is one of my favorite things. So I'm done, and I didn't measure the brown piece, so I ended up with it being 4 1/4 by 2 3/4. I think is what I measured that out to be. It's pretty darn close. Looks great, Jackie. All right, I'm going to put that aside, and I will tape that down with my snail adhesive again. Ta-da! And I put it down, and I didn't like the way it looked, so I took it back up, and I redid it. Yeah, I tore it off. Good thing I didn't nail it down so good. Look at I have red on my finger, sorry. I promise that's ink. Okay, there you go, and perfect. And then I'm going to go ahead and put it on my card. And then I just noticed that I forgot to put the twine down after I already put everything down. So I went ahead and tried to pull that back up unsuccessfully, I might add. Then I went and got the twine, and I was like, great. So what I did was I trimmed it to length like I would if I was going to put it underneath, and I couldn't get it underneath there. I couldn't tear it off without like tearing the paper, so I went ahead and tried to shove the string or the twine down in there. That's the crumb cake. It comes in, by the way, that twine does come in with two other colors. I think it's mint macaron and another kind of peachy color. I don't remember the color, sorry. So I took some glue dots and I stuffed them underneath so it would stay. Oh my goodness. This is what happens when you try to do it late at night. So then I tried to do it on both sides and it never quite got very tight. Like I should have made it a little bit tighter, but whatever. So this is the circle punch, the 1 1/4, and I'm using the So Saffron, and I cut that out. And then I took my Early Espresso ink. Oh, see, there's the For You from that stamp set. Early Espresso ink, and stamped the For You down on there. And then I used a 1-inch circle punch. Oh, I was so proud of myself. I gave myself a thumbs up. 1-inch circle punch right there to cut it out. Ta-da! Good job, Jackie. And then I took some dimensionals or I took one, I think, dimensional. Yeah, I took two. Took 2 dimensionals. And, oh, nope, just one. And I put it on there. Oh, isn't that adorable? It's coming along. I got it on there correctly. Okay. So still fiddling with that twine, trying to make that straight. It didn't work. So I took some scrap dimensionals. I don't know if you can see. And I always save my scraps. And I put that on there on the end so that the twine can go in between it. If I wouldn't have, it wouldn't hold on there very well. The twine would get in the way and it would look terrible. So I put it on the sides. See, I'm still fiddling with that twine. Oh my goodness. Get it together. Okay, I'm going to put it, see, still fiddling. So that is why I put the dimensionals on the outside of it so the twine can run through the middle so that it doesn't rock back and forth on the twine. Oh, it looks so cute. I'm so proud of myself. I really like this card. I love this stamp set. Both these stamp sets work really well together. See, there's the first one I did. Isn't it cute? And then I made a green one too, but if you notice I messed up on one of the circles. But it doesn't matter. Nobody cares. All right, thanks for watching. I hope you liked these cards, and we'll see you later. Bye!